Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am excited to say it is Monday, Mix It Up Monday that is. So I am going to scrap this sketch right here, which is from a French blog from like 2012. And the blog for that will be linked below in the description box. The infamous Anna with Peacecraft Love brought this to us. And so I'm going to use my Obed Marshall Buenos Dias collection. I haven't gotten this out in a little while, and I certainly was missing his fabulousness. So I have a few things in my project pad, which I don't think I'm even going to use. I got a bunch of scraps in this collection because I have used the heck out of this. I have some embellishments that are in this little box right here. And then I have my blending brushes and two different inks. I have this Distress Ink Tumbled Glass and a Distress Oxide and Chipped Sapphire. And I'm planning on doing a little blending. And then I have these three little pictures. This is my Neff pup. This is my daughter. And then the one on the right that is upside down is me, all in the chair that I slept in while we were on vacation. So I just thought these were some funny little pictures, and I have no clue what I'm going to do. I have no serious plan, but I got my papers, my embellishments, I got some mixed media, my blending brushes, and of course these cute pictures and this sketch. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing that I did was decide I'm going to use a solid background. And I did look through the project pad and some of my loose papers, and I just thought white was better, and I would just use some scraps from the collection. And I'll tell you what, I love this tumbled glass, but it is so light. And I don't know what I was thinking, because I know that I've had issues with it before. Not issues, but I think of it as being darker, and it's not. So like I said, I have no plan. I am literally just flying by the seat of my pants. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired. So then I move on to this Chipped Sapphire. Oh my gosh, this color is beautiful and it blends in there nicely. And I've already used it on 2 layouts today. So if you've watched my other videos from Sunday, well, sorry. So I do love how this turned out. And I love the way that looks right there. Of course, a big portion of that middle part where it's dark is going to get covered because that's where the pictures and stuff are going. But it's definitely giving me ideas for future layouts because I think I really want to use the Chipped Sapphire with my peacock feathers because I think that would be gorgeous. I almost brought it into this with the peacock feathers, but I changed my mind. I decided I was going to stick with what I started with. It almost looks like hearts in the middle of those where the darker spots are. Just noticed that. Anyway, so I have pulled out some of my scraps that are big enough to make the little banners. And I also pulled out a couple of pieces that are big enough to mount my pictures. Not that I need them to be too big, because those two that I'm working with right there are 2 by 2.5. And then the other one is a 3 by 4 that I trimmed just a smidge so it'll fit on a little 4-inch piece or 3-inch piece of paper. So, and I'm matting this on this teal because I'm kind of going with the blue theme. The blanket is blue, the little pillow is blue, and yes, that's my pillow. And if you look closely in that picture of me, of course right now you can't see it because it's got a glare, but you will see a iris container right next to the chair I've slept in, because every night before bed I would pull the ottoman out and I would scrapbook on the ottoman. So I am either dedicated or crazy, or a little bit of both, I don't know. So anyway, I am making a little fishtail banners out of all of these little scraps. Some of them are like super thin. This is like 1.25 inches, maybe. The other one, the first one I cut was a little bigger, but I wanted to leave that one with the floral and the one with the cameras significantly bigger because I didn't want them all to be these little thin strips. I wanted some of them to be wider, and it kind of looks like that maybe that's how they did it in this layout. I can't tell for sure. In the sketch. Man, oh man. So this little yellow one is not my favorite, only because it is super uneven. No surprise there, none at all. But I'm mostly going to tuck that in there, and it's just going to kind of peek out. And that's okay with me. So I get all those cut down, and because they're not very long, I want to make sure that they that I'm not wasting paper, and I also want to make sure that you can see the banners, especially coming out of the bottom. So I cut them in half and just put the picture on top of it so you can't tell that it's cut. And so I start by building from the right, and I shouldn't have put the pictures down, so I ended up pulling that off because I needed to get the bigger picture in the middle, because the two smaller ones are going to come up on the corners a little, and I wanted to make sure I'm not covering the dog. And I really don't want to cover up my narwhal too much, which is what that little blue round pillow is. It's a narwhal. My daughter bought it for me. I'm just a big kid, you all. I am just a big kid. So anyway, I so decided that the smart thing to do is to get the bigger picture down first. And as I am recording this, I realized that the little yellow banner, the one that I said I don't like very much, the top of it has disappeared behind the picture. That was not intentional, I swear. It's the bottom that looks so terrible. Anyway, so I get the narwhal picture down, and then I get this picture of my daughter snuggling with my narwhal in the chair I was sleeping in. And so then I realized that when I put this picture down in the right place, so it's not covering the narwhal too much, it barely shows any of the bottom of this little fishtail, and I don't like that. So I take that off and put it down a little further. So far, I am liking the way this is looking. And I love the fact that you can see enough of the mixed media in the background still to get the full gist of kind of what I did. And now I'm pulling out the florals from one of the Obed Marshall Buenos Dias ephemera kit. And I love these. And I don't do a lot of florals on my layouts, but I certainly have been using them a lot lately. And you all probably have heard me say that a lot, and then I pull out more flowers. So there is like a little tag or tab or something right here on the bottom of the far left picture. And it goes pretty much all the way across under the picture and everything. But I don't have anything like that. And I could have trimmed something out, some paper. I'm sure I have something like that in my collection somewhere, just not in this collection. But I have this little journaling card, and I cut it in half because I didn't want a big piece. I just wanted a part of it. And I kept the floral part because it all tied it in together. And I ink around it with the chip sapphire. And then I put that down so that it doesn't disappear into the white part of the paper. And then I'm going to try and get all of my little fabulous things tucked in. And I do love the way this turns out. I am so sorry for all the deep breathing. Ugh, you all. I cannot get it together. Anywho, I had COVID a year ago, and it is still driving me bananas. So, back to the layout. I want to put my title down here where they have it, and I really think it would have been fine just sitting down there with nothing, but I really thought that it would look better with this little swirly bit of the mixed media. So I put the chipped sapphire down, and then after I get it down, I just keep putting it over there to make sure that you're going to see that. And I wanted to put it like darker in places and lighter in places. And then I get my little tumble glass, you know, the one you can barely see. And then I go all the way around it, just gently, and kind of blend it in a little bit with the chip sapphire, just to give it a little extra and bring the top and the bottom together. But it's still down there all by itself, and there is a gap of white in between where the title mixed media is and the bigger mixed media up at the top. So after I get that on there, and I do put it down with my tape runner, but since it's a mixed media, I definitely like to add a little Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. And so I get that down and put it right in the middle to where you can see the ink all the way around. And then I'm going to get out all my little goodies. I tucked this little piece of luggage up here because we are on vacation, and there is some luggage and my little iris cases right next to that. And then I'm just gluing down some of the, I like the little banners coming up some, but that one was like coming up a lot. So I get the puffy stickers out, and that's where that little suitcase is. There's a little flower and a little heart, and I just kind of put those at the corner for the pictures. But I put a little Nuvo Deluxe adhesive on there as well. And then I get the little, let's see, what do I do next? Oh, I got the little enamel dot like things, shapes, because I use a couple of the little dots, but I also use a star or two and just a star or two. And I love those little things. If I may have to get some more. Don't tell anybody. I keep thinking, oh, I'm almost done with this collection, but then I buy more because I love it. I do need to go and invest in getting the other collections that he's put out lately, the Fantastico and the Espacial, because I just love his colors. I like a little bit of everything. Like, I like to work with pastels. I like to work with the bold colors. So, anywho, so I put a little star up at the top. I put a little circle or two in different places. And then I put another star down on the title on the far left. And then I have this little acrylic. I love the acrylics in this collection. They are so awesome. And they stick really well. So I put a heart down there at the bottom next to the word memories. And then if you watched yesterday's layout with the best of 30 days of sketches, you will know that I made a massive mistake with my mixed media inks. And I was still brave enough to pull out my Vibrant Turquoise Delusion Shimmer Spray and tap some out without covering my pictures or anything. I've lost my marbles. Now, I got lucky, but still. Well, here comes the sketch again, and I apologize for this crazy video. I've lost my marbles and need to go to bed. So I hope that you will go below in the description box, and it will have all of the awesome creatives who are following along this month for Mix It Up Monday, including our fearless leader, Anna, with Peacecraft Love, and all of the other amazing creatives. And their links will be below for their channel, so you'll just have to look for their Mix It Up Monday. And I hope you all will come back, because I'll be sharing a 30 days of sketches today. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow for Tuesday, Stash Dive Tuesday, and Mix It Up, Stash Dive Tuesday and the best of 30 days of sketches. Lots going on around here, plus I'm moving in 4 days. So, hey, no big deal. It's fine. Everything's fine. Y'all have a great night and happy scrapping.